My heart beating for you, hands are waiting on you, eyes just looking at you. On the street we know, broken windows are both so different, honey. Damn, these days are never like the dreams we know. Listen close and turn around. I know your heart can hear me now. Follow me, I'll follow you. When there's waves on your river and a fire in the sky, carry me, I'll carry you. When you're lost in the tunnel and you can't see the light, if you follow me, I'll follow you. If you follow me, I'll follow you.
There's a drive, deep right field. That ball's going, gone! Grand slam home run!
Top for Davidson. That's it. That's in. Goal, Wildcats!
Johnson adjusting line behind the back. Nice move by Chloe Johnson.
Trying to look to throw deep. He's got Shaffron out there.
It's open.
Out!
Come on.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Differential between shot clock and game clock. Gibbs a step back three again. He got fouled. Count it.
Shoots! She scores! The Cats win! On an overtime goal by Maggie Boyd!
If you follow me, I'll follow you. If you follow me, I'll follow you. I'll be waiting. I got your back, so call on me now. I'll be waiting. I got your back, so call on me now. Call on me now. Follow me, I'll follow you. We can run through the city, we can fly through the sky. Follow me, I'll follow you. When there's waves on your river and a fire in the sky, carry me, I'll carry you. When you're lost in the tunnel and you can't see the light, I'll be waiting, I'll be waiting, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting, I'll be waiting. Follow me, I'll follow you. I'll be waiting, I'll be waiting, yeah.
Please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, Jared Latch.
I love the excitement here tonight. This is fantastic, and it's for you guys out there that make all this possible. I want to welcome you to the inaugural aCATemy Awards. I'm Jared Latch, one of the voices of the Davidson Basketball Network. I'm excited to be here tonight to celebrate you, to celebrate the many accomplishments, both on and off the court, of Davidson's student athletes. This year, you won 46 Conference Performer of the Week awards, placed 8 on all conference teams, 4 National Performer of the Week awards, and 4 Conference Performer of the Year awards. And you did it while performing highly in the classroom and the community. 18 of 21 teams have a cumulative GPA of over 3.0. Performed hundreds of hours of community service, both as locally as on campus and in the Davidson community, and as far as South America and Africa. There were moments in teams that will take their place in Davidson history, many of whom will be recognized here tonight. Lacrosse and volleyball making their program's first ever Atlantic 10 postseasons. Baseball and women's tennis becoming the first teams to reach the Atlantic 10 championship matches. We had buzzer beaters and game winners from Sadia Timpton, Jack Gibbs, Maxie Pragnell, and Maggie Boyd. Elise Lankewicz represented Davidson at the NCAA championships. And just yesterday, Jack Lang won the Atlantic 10 Golf Championship. And so now he will represent Davidson at the NCAA Regionals, and so many more. So without further ado, let's get the night started with the first award, presenting the Susan K. Roberts Award. Please welcome from the baseball team, Duran Olinger and Alan Berry.
I've always dreamed of presenting at the first ever aCATemy Awards. And by dreamed, I've had nightmares about this for 3 weeks. So here's Dern.
So we're here to present the Susan K. Roberts Award. It's presented to the female athlete best exemplifying the Davidson spirit in athletics and campus leadership. Here are the nominees.
Susan K. Roberts Award. Hayden Bates, women's cross country and track and field. A top 7 runner on the cross country team that outperformed expectations. Hayden has PR'd at every track meet this season. A member of the Honor Council, Hayden works extensively with the refugee community in the Charlotte area. Maggie Boyd, women's soccer. Maggie embodies the spirit of a Davidson student athlete with her selfless service to others, actively engaged in the leadership of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, where she participates in community service, religious inclusivity, and spiritual growth while taking on a role of a leader and mentor and supporting teammates on and off the field. Emily Franklin, volleyball. While Emily's on-court success as a captain was evident this season, ranking 2nd in the nation in total solo blocks and 9th in blocks per set, she also embodied the spirit of a Davidson athlete with her commitment in the community. She is a companion volunteer with Hospice and Palliative Care Charlotte Region, a volunteer with Orthotic and Prosthetic Activities Foundation, and volunteers with the Davidson Athletic Fund. She succeeds in the classroom as well as an associate member of the Tri Beta Biological Honor Society. Abigail Thielman, lacrosse. While injuries forced Abigail's career to be cut short, she has embraced the role that she can take on with the team. While being labeled as a manager, she is far more than that, pulling teammates aside during practice and giving them coaching points, joining them for early morning runs, lifts, and trips, and someone everyone on the team truly loves and needs. Leaving the sport was a tough decision, but leaving the team never crossed her mind. She applies the same commitment to her life outside lacrosse as a member of the SAAC and on the FCA leadership team.
Wow, and I'm surprised you didn't make that list. And the winner is Emily Franklin.
Now to present our next award, the Thomas D. Sparrow Award. Please welcome from the lacrosse team, Abigail Tillman and Mackenzie Civilli.
The Thomas D. Sparrow Award is presented to the male athlete best exemplifying the Davidson spirit in athletics and campus leadership.
Here are the nominees.
Thomas D. Sparrow Award. Nate Casey, football. A Bonner Scholar, Nate has exhibited the values of Davidson not only with his play on the field, but off the field in the classroom and in the community. A 4-year player, Nate has led the team on many service projects and was selected to the All-State Good Works team while being named Pioneer League All-Conference Honorable Mention. Walker Mogan, men's cross country and track and field. A Bryan Scholar, Walker has embodied the spirit of Davidson's student athlete. A captain both as a junior and as a senior, Walker has led the team on the track and in organizing practices, service projects, and other team functions while maintaining a high grade point average in the classroom and a Weinstein Research Fellowship. Successful in competition as well, Walker won the 2015 Atlantic 10 Championship in the 5,000 meters and placed third at the Atlantic 10 Cross Country Championships, being named All-Conference.
And the winner is
Nate Casey.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Brings us to our next award, which is the Rebecca A. Stimson Award presentation. Please welcome from field hockey, Catherine English and Becca Jones.
The Rebecca Stimson Award is presented to the senior female athlete in recognition for her outstanding dedication and contribution to Davidson athletics during her playing career.
Here are the nominees for this year's Stimson Award.
Rebecca A. Stimson Award. Catherine English, field hockey. Named second team All-Atlantic 10, Catherine led her team with 25 points and 8 goals. She finished the season tied for fourth in the conference in points and finished the season with a .636 shot on goal percentage. She started all 69 games of her career. Emily Franklin, volleyball. Emily finished her Davidson career in the top 4 in 8 different statistical categories. Her senior season, she led the Atlantic 10 in blocks and finished 9th in the nation to make her the program's first A10 All-Conference member. Elise Lankiewicz, women's swimming and diving. Named the Atlantic 10 Performer of the Year for the 3rd straight season, Elise became just a 3rd Davidson swimmer to qualify for the NCAA championships. She went undefeated against Atlantic 10 competition this season, setting 4 Atlantic 10 and 7 school records.
And the winner is Elise Lankiewicz.
Up next to present the Tommy Peters Award, please welcome to the stage from women's tennis, Megan Scholvink and Allie Sexton.
The Tommy Peters Award commemorates a true American hero. 70 years have passed since Tommy's one bright varsity season in which he lettered in football, basketball, baseball, and track.
Few athletic careers began with more promise. None have ended in greater sacrifice. Tommy Peters was called to serve in World War II and did so heroically, giving his life to save the lives of the men under his command. Here are the nominees for this year's Tommy Peters Award.
Tommy Peters Award. Will Brewster, men's cross country and track and field. Named the Atlantic 10 track athlete of the indoor championship meet, Will was the A10 champion in both the 5,000 meter indoor and finished second in the mile and fourth in the 3K. He has broken the school record in the mile twice this year and holds the school records in the mile, 3K, and 5K. Brian Fortier, baseball. As of April 18th, Brian led the baseball team with 11 doubles, 10 home runs, 34 runs batted in, and a .638 slugging percentage. He has been named Atlantic 10 Player of the Week and Collegiate Baseball National Player of the Week this season. Jack Gibbs, men's basketball. Named to the first-team All-Atlantic 10 team, Jack averaged 22 points per game to lead the Atlantic 10 in scoring for a second straight season. He eclipsed the 2,000-point mark for his career to rank third in Davidson history and is the only player in program history with over 1,500 points, 400 assists, and 400 rebounds.
And the winner is
Jack Gibbs.
Now, one of the great things about our athletes here is that you're not just talented on the field, but there are so many talents off of it. Tonight, you'll be treated to 3 musical performances from your fellow student athletes. Please welcome to the stage, to lead things off, a freshman on the football team, Isaiah Anthony.
Don't you know we're talking about a revolution sounds? Don't you know we're talking about a revolution sounds? Standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation. Wasting time in the unemployment lines, waiting around, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper? Don't you know we're talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper? Oh, girl, you better run, 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 run. Oh, boy, you better run, 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 run. And finally, the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. And finally, the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, darling. Standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, waiting around, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution sound like a whisper? Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Okay, you better run, 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 run. Okay, you better run, 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 run. And finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. And finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh darling. Talking about a revolution, oh darling. Talking about a revolution. Standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, waiting around, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sound. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds.
I think that's worth one more round of applause for Isaiah. And now presenting the award for Breakthrough Performance, please welcome to the stage, and I had some permission for this, from the football team, his not-so-talented teammate, Ben Rowell.
Sure. The Breakthrough Performance Award is typically given to an athlete who came out of the woodwork and improved greatly to make an impact on his or her team. The performance is something that will not soon be forgotten. The nominees are
Breakthrough Performance, Peyton Aldridge, men's basketball. A go-to player inside and out that eclipsed the 20-point mark, including games against Kansas and UNC. Peyton increased his scoring average by 5 points to 25 points per game and rebounding average almost 2 to 8 points per game to be named to the Atlantic 10 All-Conference second team. Clark Beaker, baseball. Clark pitched 6 complete games and 2 shutouts in his 15 starts to improve his earned run average from 4.34 to 2.55 from 2015 to 2016. Named to the All-Atlantic 10 first team, Clark was drafted by the Minnesota Twins. Justine Lyon, women's basketball. Named the Atlantic 10 Most Improved Player, Justine improved her scoring average by 10 points to 15.7 points per game, including 2 30-point games and 9 20-point games, and increased her rebounding average from 3.7 to 4.9 per game. Maxie Pragnale, men's soccer. Maxie led the Atlantic 10 in scoring to be named to the Atlantic 10 All-Conference first team. His conference-leading 9 goals, including 3 game winners, more than doubled his previous season high for goals.
Ooh. And the winner is Justine Lyon.
Our next award is the Community Involvement Award, presenting from the football team Ryan Samuels and Jarris Scott.
American labor leader and civil rights activist Cesar Chavez once said, "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about our progress, prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sakes and for our own."
As Davidson students, we have a special platform where we can inspire positive change in our surrounding community and help better its future. We can be the spark to create the change needed in order to address community needs and social injustices. Children and adolescents in the community look up to us as role models in their drive to be difference makers within our society.
Nominees who have exemplified outstanding service, leadership, and commitment in our community are
Community Involvement Award. Hayden Bates, women's cross country and track and field. Hayden is extensively involved in the refugee community and volunteers ceaselessly in Charlotte. She was part of a fundraiser on campus that knitted hats and used proceeds for the support of Charlotte refugees. She also helped to start a community garden for refugees in Charlotte, helping lead 40 volunteers on the project. Nate Casey, football. Named to the AFCA Good Works team and recipient of the Campus Compact Community Impact Award, Nate has volunteered with Speak Up Magazine, a street paper for the homeless, launched a campus version, and helped organize a street outreach team to serve food and other basic needs to the less fortunate in the area. He also led a team of 14 teammates to build a garage and install water tanks and solar panels for a family in Costa Rica. Kelly Friars, volleyball. Kelly created, organized, and facilitated the inaugural Children's Miracle Network Dance Marathon on campus, raising nearly $6,500 for the Levine Children's Hospital. She also spent 8 days in Ecuador working with Timmy Global Health Group to provide basic medical services to underprivileged communities. Kate Joss, women's soccer, a Watson Award winner where she will be traveling the world to do research on the positive impact of sports on women. Kate teaches Spanish to elementary school kids and led a team of Davidson students through global brigades to deliver medical supplies to a medical clinic in Nicaragua.
And the winner is Nathaniel Casey.
I don't really know how to follow that. Presenting the award for record-breaking performance, please welcome to the stage from the men's basketball team, Will McGarity and Rusty Regal.
All year, everyone in this room trains hard to help their teams succeed.
Some help their team in a historical fashion, even ending up in the Davidson record books.
Here are 4 nominees who put their names in the history books this year.
Record-breaking performance. Emily Franklin's blocks. Emily ended her career ranked in the top 4 of 8 different statistical categories. Her 37 solo blocks this season ranked 4th in program history, while her 125 assisted blocks and 162 total blocks both ranked 2nd all-time in a season. Jack Gibbs' career points. Jack finished his career with 2,036 points, ranking 3rd in scoring in program history behind Stephen Curry and John Gertie. He's the only Davidson men's basketball player to ever record 1,500 points, 400 assists, and 400 rebounds. Elise Lankiewicz, 100 freestyle. While Elise will leave Davidson with 8 individual and 4 relay records, she perhaps saved her most impressive for last. On the biggest stage at the NCAA Championships, Elise broke Lindsey Martin's 2011 NCAA qualifying time, dropping the 48.95 to 48.62 seconds, and dropping the Atlantic 10 record of the second shortest event by almost a full second. Women's tennis's home winning streak. Between 2016 and 2017, the women's tennis team defended their home courts in record-breaking fashion. Their 16-match winning streak bested the old record of 13, including a win over fully funded East Carolina, and saw the Cats outscore opponents 87-17.
And the winner is Elise Lankiewicz.
One of the things that makes sports so much fun is that on any given day, any team can pull off the win. Presenting the award for Best Upset, please welcome to the stage from field hockey, Ann Federico, Courtney Byler, and Leah Nortier.
Competitors underestimate our determination, ruthlessness, and will to win. Our meow might be small, but our bite is big.
And just an example of how hard we fight, here are the nominees who proved everyone wrong and got that W.
Best Upset. Men's basketball versus Dayton. In the quarterfinals of the Atlantic 10 tournament, Jack Gibbs broke Peyton Aldridge's one-day-old arena record with 34 points, including 2 late three-pointers to help the Wildcats defeat the #1 seed Dayton Flyers and send men's basketball to the semifinals for the 3rd straight season. Women's basketball versus Fordham. Facing the then #4 team in the conference, the Wildcats erased a 9-point fourth-quarter deficit, capped off by Sadia Timpton's late shot to win 52-51 to win in their final home game. Men's soccer at Duke. Danny Davis, Aiden Peterson, and Jalen Thompson each netted their first career goals as the Wildcats defeated the Blue Devils on the road to improve their unbeaten streak against Duke to 3 games. Volleyball at Wake Forest. The Wildcats used a 13-2 blocking advantage in a dominating 3-1 win to defeat the Demon Deacons for the first time in 16 years.
And the winner is men's basketball.
Now please welcome, performing Requiem for a Dream from the football team. On the piano, sophomore Cody Mitchell, and on violin, freshman Steven Schenk. How about another hand for Cody and Steven? Powerful stuff. Now back to the awards to present the award for Best Team GPA from the volleyball team, Mason Rooney and Sierra Cockrell.
We're excited to present the award for the Best Team GPA. These 4 teams not only excel at their sport, but in the classroom.
They've earned the right to be the smartest team on campus, so here are the nominees for the Best Team GPA.
Best Team GPA. Women's cross country. Lacrosse. Women's tennis. Women's track and field.
And the winner is women's cross country.
Our next award is the best postseason performance by an individual. To present, please welcome from the women's soccer team, Alexa Landsberger and Mia Hodges.
This award celebrates the best postseason performance by an individual.
All of the nominees had an incredible postseason performance, but the winner here absolutely crushed it.
Here are the nominees.
Best postseason performance by an individual. Will Brewster, men's cross country and track and field. At the 2017 Atlantic 10 Indoor Championships, Will won the 500-meter championship, finished second in the mile, and finished fourth in the 3,000 meters to be named Track Athlete of the Championship. Jack Gibbs, men's basketball. Named to the Atlantic 10 All-Tournament team, Jack broke Peyton Aldridge's day-old arena scoring record with 34 points against number 1 seed Dayton to lead the Cats into the semifinals for the third straight season. Elise Lankiewicz, women's swimming and diving. Elise went undefeated at the A10 Championship to be named Performer of the Year for the third straight season. She became just the third Davidson swimmer to qualify for the NCAA Championship and finished as high as 21st in the nation in her 3 NCAA events. Caroline Yarborough, women's cross country and track and field. At the 2017 Atlantic 10 Indoor Championships, Caroline finished 5th in the 5K before winning the championship in the 3,000 meters for the second straight season.
And the winner is Elise Lankiewicz.
Hey there, we hit balls on the ground, and then we have to go pee in the woods. I said getting a new bathroom would be good. There's no need to be unhappy. Hey there, we're always ready to play, and you there, we always hate when you say, hey there, do you play with sticks of iron? We aren't lacrosse. We life. It's fun to play with DCFH. It's fun to play with DCFH.
We told you we were loaded with talent tonight at this thing. There's another example. Our next award is for the fans, literally. To present the Wildcat Pride Fan of the Year from the men and women's tennis teams, please welcome Ricky Sod and Anna Catherine Feaster.
Let's go, Pete! Here we go, Pete!
So when they asked us if we wanted to do this, I was kind of hesitant at first, and the reason was because I just didn't want to stand next to AC wearing heels. She's like 6'4". We're happy to present the award for the Wildcat Pride Fan of the Year. These nominees embody the spirit of Davidson through their consistent support of their peers and zeal for Davidson sports.
These nominees have shown their Wildcat pride throughout the year by consistently attending athletic events and being great fans. Although they are usually the ones cheering us on, tonight we are their biggest fans.
Here are the nominees. Here are the nominees.
Pride of the Year Award. Andrew Asher, Andrew Fay, Matthew Kennedy, Simran Mithwani,
And the winner is Matthew Kennedy.
Now presenting the Support Staff Game Changer Award, please welcome to the stage from the men's soccer team, Drew Kruger and Matt Renicka.
Every student athlete knows that behind each individual or team success on the field, in the gym, in the pool, or on the track, there's a critical support staff that makes it all work.
Without those behind the scenes doing laundry, cleaning facilities, coaching lift sessions, or designing practice or rehab plans, we would not be the student athletes that we are.
With this award, we want to say thank you, not only to the nominees, but to all those who support our teams on a daily basis that may otherwise go unnoticed.
With that in mind, here are the nominees for the Support Staff Game Changer Award.
Support Staff Game Changer Award. Will Dubose, Equipment Room. A fantastic, upbeat, and crucial team member, Will consistently has laundry back on time and hung in each locker. He always has a smile on his face and has honest, in-depth conversations with athletes. His passion for Davidson athletics is unparalleled, and without him, our athletes would not be able to perform on the same level every day. Chad Emmons, Strength and Conditioning. Chad goes above and beyond to improve the team he works with, bringing great energy and motivation to our athletes. He does not just show up for work and get through the day. He makes a difference in our athletes' lives and their performances, often showing up in the evenings for competitions when he doesn't have to. Chad always goes the extra mile for our student athletes. Gracie Hannigan, Sports Medicine. Described as the duct tape that holds our team together by her coaches, Gracie not only tends to physical needs, but connects to each athlete in a personal manner. Her patience and supportive attitude with the athletes she works with does not go unnoticed. Zach Rowell, Strength and Conditioning. Walking the difficult line of being tough on teams and being helpful and kind at the same time. Zach is a great motivator in the weight room, and his athletes really buy into what he says. Coaches and players have both noticed obvious gains since he started working with their teams.
And the winner is
Will Dubose.
And that brings us to our final performance of the night, performing Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran, accompanied by the football team senior Ryan Felice on guitar, from the women's tennis team senior Jenna Brunner.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. I was running from my brother and his friends. The taste of sweet perfume, the mountain grass I rode down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart and broke it. He made friends I lost them through the years, and I've not seen the roaring fields in so long. Oh, how we've grown, and I can't wait to go home. And I'm on my way, driving at 19 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you made me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. 15 years old and smoking hand-rolled cigarettes. fields and getting drunk with my friends. Had my first kiss on a Friday night. I don't reckon that I did it right, but I was younger then. Take me back to when we found weekend jobs and we got paid. We buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown. And I can't wait to go home. And I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer. And I miss the way you made me feel. It's real. And we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. One friend left to sell clothes and one works down by the coast. One had 2 kids but lives alone. One's brother overdosed. One's already on his second wife. One's just barely getting by. These people raised me and I can't wait to go home. And I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes when we did not know the answer. And I miss the way you made me feel. It's real. And we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill. We watch the sunset over the castle on the hill.
Let's hear it again for Ryan, Jenna, all our performers tonight. Up next, presenting the Overcoming Adversity Award, please welcome to the stage from the men's and women's cross country and track and field teams, Will Brewster and Caroline Yarbrough.
We often hear the statement, "It doesn't really matter, it's just a sport," or "Hey, whatever, it's just a game."
When people say this, I like to point out stories that prove that it's more than just a game. Sports teach us to reap what you sow. They teach us a commitment to something bigger than oneself. They teach us the value of perseverance and tenacity, and that sheer passion can trump logic.
But most importantly, sports teach us that failure and adversity are the keys to success. These are the nominees for the Keyshawn Pritchett Overcoming Adversity Award.
Overcoming Adversity Award. Hannah Fisher, field hockey. During the opening weekend of play, Hannah partially tore her ACL, then worked hard to rehab to come back for the second half of the season. She was a playmaker for the team, finishing the season with 6 goals and 5 assists. Lacrosse. Entering the season with small numbers, the team stuck together through 2 ACL surgeries in 2 weeks, 1 foot surgery, and 3 concussions at one time, just 4 games into the season. They have never given up, and as of nomination, are in contention for the Atlantic 10 tournament for the 2nd straight season. Keyshawn Pritchett, men's basketball. Keyshawn missed 2 consecutive seasons of basketball, his senior year of high school and his true freshman season with multiple surgeries. His attitude and work ethic allowed him to rehab and come back to start 15 of the team's last 20 games, proving instrumental in Atlantic 10 play. Kiana Spate, women's basketball. Kiana started the season on a high note as the team's leading scorer before a wrist injury sidelined her. She worked hard to come back and play in 5 more games before season-ending knee surgery. Despite her injuries, Kiana finished ranked 3rd on the team in scoring average and is rehabbing hard to come back from another ACL surgery.
Keyshawn, I'm sorry, man. That was, you won. That was what I was saying. I'm sorry.
I think that's much better than announcing the wrong winner. Our next award is the best postseason performance by a team. To present, please welcome from the wrestling team, Dustin Runzo and Tony Palumbo.
The Best Performance for a Team award is presented to the team which, as you could figure, had the best postseason performance.
It's a shame that we weren't nominated for a team award. I think we easily could have won some if there were awards for most obnoxious team in the weight room or at athletes formal. Maybe they'll hand out that award next year.
Maybe, and here are the nominees.
Best postseason performance by a team. Baseball. Entering the 2016 Atlantic 10 tournament as a 6th seed, the Wildcats made the Atlantic 10 championship game for the first time in program history and was the first ever 6th seed to do so. 4 players, Brian Fortier, Lee Miller, Josh Schmutzer, and Weston Whitmire, were named to the all-tournament team. Women's cross country. After being picked to finish 7th in the conference, the Wildcats outperformed expectations by their 4th place finish at the Atlantic 10 Championship before finishing 18th at the NCAA Regionals. Caroline Yarborough finished in 9th with her fastest time of the season to earn all conference honors. Lacrosse. The lacrosse team secured the program's first ever Atlantic 10 tournament bid in 2016. Annie Brockett was named to the all-tournament team after scoring 3 goals and 1 assist against St. Joseph's. Women's tennis. Bested LaSalle, Duquesne, and George Washington to reach the finals of the Atlantic 10 tournament for the first time in program history. In a close championship match, 4 of the 6 singles matches went to a 3rd tie-breaking set.
And the winner is baseball.
Our next award is the Helen Devane Carnegie Freshman of the Year. So we thought we'd ask the 3 people on campus that know the most about what it takes to win this award to actually present it. Please welcome the last 3 years Carnegie Freshman of the Year from women's swimming, Elise Lankiewicz, men's basketball's Peyton Aldridge, and women's cross country and track and field's Caroline Yarbrough.
As the past recipients of this award, we are honored to present this accolade to Davidson's most outstanding freshman athlete.
The winners have some big shoes to fill. Past winners include all 3 swimmers that have made the NCAA championships from Davidson, including Elise, and a future 2-time NBA MVP in Steph Curry.
And they'll probably get to introduce next year's award with me and you, Peyton, which is just as exciting as winning the award itself. Here are the nominees.
Carnegie Freshman of the Year Award. Alexa Obele, women's tennis. Alexa finished her freshman regular season with a record of 15-4 in singles and 14-4 in doubles, and was named Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week 5 times. Max Bazin, baseball. As a freshman in 2016, Max led the team with a .343 batting average, posted a .443 on-base percentage, and scored 17 runs and 99 at-bats. He was named an Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week. Axel Freeze, men's tennis. Axel led the team in the regular season with 18 wins in singles and had a 15-5 record while playing #1 at doubles, and was named Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week 5 times. Maddie Hunter, women's cross country and lacrosse. Maddie finished second on the team at the Atlantic 10 Cross Country Championships, helping the team to a 4th place finish. While balancing practicing with 2 teams, she is also a starter on the lacrosse team. Stockton McGuire, football. Named the Pioneer League Offensive Freshman of the Year as a dual-threat quarterback, Stockton led his team in rushing with almost 60 yards per game. He was responsible for 12 touchdowns in his 9 games played and was twice named Stats FCS National Freshman of the Week honorable mention.
The winner is Alexa Obele.
We had a great year, Davidson Swim and Dive. We broke a bunch of school records, we did great at A10s, Elise made NCAAs. But this spring we wanted to try something new, so we thought we'd get out on the basketball court. We'd shoot some free throws, really work on our mental game. So let's see how it went.
just stick to swimming.
Now, at this time, we'd like to acknowledge each team's MVP as named by their coaches. When your name is called, please stand and please hold your applause until the end. Our team MVPs from spring 2006 are Clark Beaker for baseball, pitching, Will Brewster, men's track and field, Anna Catherine Feaster, women's tennis, Brian Fortier, baseball for hitting, David Hager, men's tennis, Caroline Yarborough, women's track and field, and from 2016-17, Anna Brewer, field hockey, defense, Catherine English, field hockey for offense, Emily Franklin, volleyball, Jack Gibbs, men's basketball, Boo Jordan, football for defense, Jack Lang, golf, Elise Lankiewicz, the Billy Ray High Point Award, women's swimming and diving, Justine Lyon for women's basketball, Jalen Mize, football for defense, Conrad Mueller, football for special teams, Tony Palumbo, wrestling, Nicole Patiglio, lacrosse, Maxie Pragnell, men's soccer, Clay Ress Weber, the Billy Ray High Point Award, men's swimming and diving, Jarrah Scott, football for offense, and Perry Zolikoffer, women's soccer. How about a round of applause for all our team MVPs? So we're down to our last couple awards for the night. And that brings us to the award for Male Athlete of the Year. To present, please welcome from the women's basketball team, Mackenzie Latt and Kayla Seymour.
Wildcats everywhere. I hope you're enjoying your night, but it's time to get your head in the game.
We are here to recognize the male athletes who bopped their way to the top, whose individual performances constantly had themselves and their teams breaking free from the crowd.
Are these athletes special? You can bet on it. And while, yes, we are all in this together, here are the nominees for Male Athlete of the Year.
Male Athlete of the Year. Clark Beaker, baseball. Clark started 15 games while compiling a 9-4 record with a 2.55 earned run average. He pitched 6 complete games with 2 shutouts to be named first team All-Atlantic 10 and was drafted by the Minnesota Twins. Will Brewster, men's cross country and track. Named the Atlantic 10 Athlete of the Indoor Championship meet, Will was the A10 champion in the 5,000-meter indoor and finished second in the mile and 4th in the 3K. He has broken the school record in the mile twice this year and holds the school records in the mile, 3K, and 5K. Jack Gibbs, men's basketball. Named to the first team All-Atlantic 10 team, Jack averaged 22 points per game to lead the Atlantic 10 in scoring for a second straight season. He eclipsed the 2,000-point mark for his career to rank 3rd in Davidson history and is the only player in program history with over 1,500 points, 400 assists, and 400 rebounds. Tony Palumbo, wrestling. A valuable player inside the practice room, Tony led the team with a 12-9 overall record for the year with 2 pins and 1 tech fall.
And the winner is
Jack Gibbs.
And then there was one Our final award is Female Athlete of the Year. To present, please welcome from the men's swimming and diving team and your Atlantic 10 SAAC rep, Luke Bowling, and from the women's cross country and track and field teams and your SAAC president, Hannah Reedon.
All the nominees tonight are incredibly deserving of this honor. In the past year, these athletes have competed at the highest level for their respective teams.
Their talents on the court, on the field, and in the pool are unmatched, and they have been shining stars for Davidson Athletics. Their dedication to their sport is only equaled by their performances.
Here are the nominees for Female Athlete of the Year.
Female Athlete of the Year. Annie Brockett, lacrosse. A senior captain of the team, Annie has been named Atlantic 10 Player of the Week and as of April 18th led the team in scoring with 33 goals and 6 assists. Anna Catherine Feaster, women's tennis. While playing primarily number 1 in singles, Anna Catherine compiled a 12-5 record and a 12-6 record playing primarily number 2 in doubles. She also went undefeated at the number 1 singles to help lead the team to the 2016 Atlantic 10 Tournament Final. Emily Franklin, volleyball. Emily finished her Davidson career in the top 4 in 8 different statistical categories. Her senior season, she led the Atlantic 10 in blocks and finished 9th in the nation to make her the program's first A10 All-Conference member. Elise Lankiewicz, women's swimming and diving. Named the Atlantic 10 Performer of the Year for the 3rd straight season, Elise became just the 3rd Davidson swimmer to qualify for the NCAA championships. She went undefeated against Atlantic 10 competition this season, setting 4 Atlantic 10 and 7 school records. Justine Lyon, women's basketball. Named the Atlantic 10 Most Improved Player of the Year, Justine led the team in scoring while averaging 15.7 points per game. She scored 20 points 9 times this season, setting a program single-season record.
And the winner is
Elise Lankiewicz.
Now, before we go tonight, we want to say thank you for an outstanding year and have a little 24-karat magic.
I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24-karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Gone time. Oh, they don't know. Gone time. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Whoosh. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24-karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Gangsters. Bad then your ugly friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can get it in. First, know me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Hey girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so clear. Nah, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out.
I'd like to make a quick announcement before everybody goes and the lights come back up. We'd like to get a group photo, so if you can just stick around for another minute. We appreciate you all coming here tonight to the inaugural aCATemy Awards. Another important reminder, there's an ice cream sundae buffet that's going to be out in the atrium, so be sure to get into some of that. That's all we have. Thank you. Good night.